Hi, everybody. Um, there's a reason I called my channel Retirement Unscripted. This is what unscripted is like. Our house, as planned, went on the market on May 9th at 9:30 a.m. By 1 p.m., we had 5 showings scheduled. The first one was at 1. We had 5 agents come in that day and do 10 showings altogether. The second day, we had three three agents, I think, come in. I don't know how many different people they showed. That was on Saturday. By Saturday night at 9 p.m., a bidding war had ensued, and we had closed. We'd accepted a bid for over asking, and we pulled it off the market, and we're under contract by 10 p.m. Um, and so we have a closing date of the 10th of June and plan to be back in Mexico no later than the 20th. Probably before the 20th, but we got some stuff we need to wrap up here before we come back. Um, so to our friends in Mexico, see you then. Whenever it is, sometime probably between the 15th and 20th. 15th at the earliest, 20th at the latest. But yeah, things are going well. Retirement is going well. We've got the house pretty empty now. We've started getting stuff out of the house, and our spare bedroom has nothing in it. Our living room, all it has in it is our love seat and one chair with a footstool, a recliner with a footstool that matches, or a rocker. I don't know if it reclines. Anyway, nobody cares. But that's going to Darren's nephew, and our neighbors across the street are getting the love seat with the dual recliners and our dinette set, and probably a few other things. We're paring down now, and our little totes. Mine isn't even half full yet. Darren's is full. And I'm finding less and less, less and less and less that I have that I want to take. My dishes that originally I couldn't bear to part with them, I gave them to uh, my niece-in-law, and she absolutely loves them. And a lot of other stuff will go that direction if they want it. And not it won't take us too long to get everything out of here. We have our house inspection sometime within the next, I want to say, 10 days or so. We haven't got a definite date on it yet, but we expect that'll go well. There's nothing wrong with the house. So excited is a understatement at this point. Um, it just feels unreal. It all feels surreal. We've been hoping for this and planning for this and looking forward to this for 16 years, and well, coming up on 16 years. And the fact that it's about to be real for us is when something is a plan for that long, it over time turns into one of those things that, gee, I hope it happens one of these days, but it probably won't. And then the next time you go back to Mexico, you go, oh, it's definitely going to happen. And then after being home a while, you go, oh, I really hope that's going to happen for us someday, but it probably won't. And if it doesn't, you set yourself up for it not happening so you won't be heartbroken. Well, if it doesn't happen, we'll be okay. And the last time we went, we were there for 2 months, and we came back knowing that if it didn't happen, we weren't going to be okay. We want to be there. We're happiest there. And we came back knowing that come hell or high water, we had to make it happen. That's where we feel like we belong. That's where we feel peace of mind, where we feel a sense of community, a sense of social connectedness, a sense of stability, and um, like we actually have a life instead of our lives revolving around what if somebody else needs us. We feel like we actually have a purpose for ourselves instead of our purpose being other people. Um, and we are chomping at the bit to get back to that. Um, you see me against a blank wall now because everything, I'm still in the same room I used to record in, but everything that used to be back here is gone. There's nothing left in this room except the desk that's holding this and my tote. Um, and the emptier it gets, the happier I am because more and more I'm figuring out that stuff is just that. It's something to cause you to need to be somewhere. We need to be here because we have stuff here. And once the stuff is gone, what are we here for? Well, we're not. So, um, for all of our loved ones and family that are still here, um, we'll be back. The plan is at this point to come back at least once every 3 months for a week to 10 days. In December, the month of December, will be to Arizona and then to Texas and then back here for a week to 10 days before we go back to Mexico. Um, we were planning on trying to rent for 3 months and then we thought maybe 6 months. And now, with our temporary residency taking so long to get because the Mexican consulate in Kansas City isn't taking appointments right now for that sort of thing, we're thinking we're going to rent for the first year that we're down there. So I've been in contact with some people who own apartments for rent in the complex we want to live in the condo complex we want to live in. And it's funny how when you rent it, it's an apartment, but when you buy it, it's a condo. It's the same thing. Uh, but we've been talking to people who own some there for rent, and we're kind of doing the bidding thing now to see where we rent because we want to pay a year in advance. So it's not coming out every month. And so you can also get a lot cheaper that way. We have negotiated down from 18,000 pesos, which is 900 a month. We're down into the 14.5 to 15,000 pesos now, which is in the 700 and something a month to be in that complex that we want to be in. And we want to live there a year and then buy. Make sure if we live there for a year and we still like the location and we still like the amenities and we find ourselves actually using the amenities we're paying for and that it's all worth it to us, then that's where we buy. If not, we'll try somewhere else the next year. We'll see what happens. But I'm pretty sure we're going to buy there. I can't imagine. I mean, the whole world, everything we need, all our necessities, including paying our bills, everything is in walking distance there. So I can't imagine. The only thing we have to take a taxi for is to go over to the tourist area where we don't want to be except for a couple nights a week when we go out and with our friends and do things over there. Um, and we can either take a taxi or our friends will be a block and a half, 2 blocks from us. They'll just be right down the road from us, and we can chip in on gas and hitch a ride and mooch. We don't like to mooch, but we'll pay our own way. But um, we can, you know, we can count on our friends. Um, so that's kind of where things are with us right now, and time's getting short. Every day that goes by it's gone from being, every day that goes by we're that farther out from the last time we were there because it already feels like we've been back here for a year, and now we're to that every day that goes by is a day closer to being back there. Um, so that's where everything is right now for us. No other real big news. I'm not pregnant or anything. Neither is Darren. And so there's not really any other news to tell, but I wanted to give you guys that update and tell you that things are moving along fast. unscriptedly. Um, you can't really script this sort of thing. So we'll see you guys in Mexico when we get there. I'll probably make a couple. Oh, another thing. I bought a sort of a GoPro-ish type camera, um, that so I can make better recordings when we're out and around doing things, and better quality recordings and that sort of thing, and everything won't be in the shape of a cell phone. The video won't anymore. I bought um, this little device, um, and it records all the way up to 4K. So yeah, um, so I'm going to be working on that, and maybe my videos will be better quality than recording on Microsoft Clipchamp. Love you guys. See you soon.